What's up, beauties? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hey, welcome. My name is Joy. I am the Beauty Butterfly. And my page is all about creativity, life, art, anything beautiful. I am actually going to do a cookie video for y'all today. It's a little different setup than I usually have, but I thought I would try something new, and I never get to show you guys my face, but I'm actually teaming up to do a collaboration with Gail Southern Living. Love her channel. She's really fun. Go check her out at Gail Southern Living. She's hosting this cookie collaboration that's open for anyone, so anyone can join with the hashtag ElfCookies23. And then it is going to be kind of open to everyone to comment, and the more comments the better. You will have a chance to win a gift card, so you'll all be put in the drawing. The most comments may get you that gift card. So today I am going to cook one of my favorite cookies, which is a chocolate base. So a chocolate chip, if you will, but more like a crinkle cookie since it's the holidays. I love holiday baking. So without further ado, let's get to it. And now with a little bit of that YouTube magic, I already have everything sitting here weighed out and measured out just to make it a little easier for me. And also I will just have the amounts listed on the screen as well as in the description box below. For this recipe, I'm just using all-purpose flour. However, that does not go to say that you cannot substitute it with a cake flour or a pastry flour or even a self-rising flour. Self-rising has just a little more of the leveling agents already added, so you'll get more of a fluffy cookie. You can also try a healthier version using a wheat flour. Just do some research on that. Usually it comes out slightly dense with that dough, so you want to add more water and etc. However, the point is, food is your creation, so make it your own. Try new things, try new substitutions. You never know what you'll get. Now, the sugars I'm using are light brown sugar and white granulated sugar. This is my chocolate chip cookie base that I'm using, and I just altered it a little to make it chocolate base. So I do like the light brown sugar. I also have my leveling agents already measured out. So I have my baking soda, my baking powder, and my salt. Make sure when you are using leveling agents and flour that it's very well incorporated. So I always make sure I do my dry ingredients separate and whisk it all together, and I make sure of this so that my cookies come out consistent and uniformed and one's not flatter than the other, or something like that. So you want to make sure your cookies are consistent by just mixing everything very well. When I'm baking anything that's chocolate, I tend to use coffee as a flavor enhancer, if you will. It just brings out that chocolate flavor a little bit more. Also use a little bit of coffee in my chocolate cakes and makes it a little more moist. However, I'm just using instant coffee for the cookies because it's going to dissolve anyways. Coffee is just a natural mood booster. It has many antioxidants. So whenever I can get a little bit of some health benefits into something, I'm definitely going to throw it in there. Now, while I'm prepping all of my ingredients, I do have my oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I also have all my cookie sheets out and ready to go. There's no need to prep them or flour and butter them because you have enough butter in your cookie recipe that they aren't going to stick. At least I've never had an issue, but if you feel comfortable, you can use parchment paper or a cookie mat. It's all your preference. Okay, once I have all my dry ingredients well incorporated, I'm just going to set that aside. And in a new, fresh, clean bowl, I'm going to whip and cream my butter, unsalted butter, my sugars, and my vanilla. And I'm going to get mine nice and fluffy and whipped. I like it to be a little more on the pale side before I combined everything together. But this is a very versatile recipe. It is pretty foolproof when I say that if you just incorporate the butter, the sugar, and the vanilla together and make sure that it's just well incorporated, you're gonna have the same best cookie. But I just like to be a little extra and make sure that my butter is whipped before I mix everything together. Okay, I had to do a quick bowl change because that was literally an accident waiting to happen in that shallow bowl. So you all want to make sure that you do have a deep and big enough bowl for mixing all of your ingredients without making a whole mess in your kitchen. And something I've learned over the years and just along the way in the baking community are over mixing my eggs. I like to add my eggs both at the same time or all of them at the same time so that one of them doesn't get more mixed than the other. And I tend to still leave streaks in my sugar. So then that way, when I'm adding the rest of the ingredients, my dry ingredients, my flour, I know they're going to incorporate together and come together rather than over mixing the eggs. So I have them, you can see they're a little still streaky. It's still wet looking, but never fret. It's all going to combine and come together perfectly in the end. Apologies, I did experience some technical difficulties. My phone shut off while I was getting my dry ingredients in. Said I ran out of storage. Go figure. Now, with that being said, your support is always so very, very welcome. Smashing that like button, leaving me a comment, subscribing to my channel, or better yet, even sharing a video so that others can see it. Maybe somebody that may like the video of the content that I'm sharing. All of that helps. And anything that I can get back from the channel will always go into the channel. So that means that maybe one day I'll be able to buy myself a camera and a tripod, but it is greatly appreciated. I love and literally appreciate every single one of you for watching, and I am very grateful for all the support that you all have given me. And hey, don't forget, when you comment on this video and any of the other videos with the hashtag ElfCookies23, you're going to be in a drawing for a gift card, so the more comments, the better. Okay, now moving on to the most important topic of this video, chocolate. For my chocolate lovers out there, in moderation, did you guys know that the types of cocoa and dark chocolate that you eat and consume can provide many health benefits? For instance, decreases our heart attack risk by 37%. It decreases us having a stroke by 29%. And again, in moderation, it decreases the chance of diabetes by 31%. And if you didn't know, now you know. But chocolate really does give us a lot of feel-good food aspects. It's good for your heart. Hey, it's even good for your skin. It lowers the risk of heart disease, lowers blood pressure, and an antidepressant. And who doesn't need that these days? Now, with that being said, we want to make sure that our chocolate chips stay intact. So even though we've combined almost everything together completely, we're going to add our chocolate chips in at the last minute. So then the last bit of folding in, we're not crushing up and getting our chocolate all broken in there. We're going to have nice, full, whole chips in our cookies. And I'm also going to set some of these aside so that I can use them to top the dough before it goes in the oven, so we can get that ideal picture perfect cookie. Okay, have a little quick clean up, some YouTube magic. I have my dough all ready, and you see the consistency is really good. It's not like, I'm not sure how to say it, like it's almost all complete. And this is because I'm gonna still work with it, so it's all gonna get more incorporated, but it's a nice consistency. It's all together. It's not sticking to my fingers. I have my chocolate chips for my topping because we're gonna do a twist on a crackle cookie. We got my powdered sugar right here for rolling my dough and my scale. We're gonna measure these out. Consistency is key. Remember, I know it seems crazy, but the little things that you do to put in that little extra love, making everything kind of uniform, it all makes a difference. They're literally gonna be picture perfect. You'll see. So these are gonna be 1.5 ounces, although typically I would do 2. Just depends on the amount of cookie that you want. So I feel like I might, there we go, 1.5, almost all on the dot. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get these rolled up. We're gonna come back, and I'm going to show you after I get them rolled, the next step. Now with this next step, it's really easy. You're just weighing them out, rolling them into a ball, and then you're going to roll them into the powdered sugar. So this is the perfect opportunity to get the kiddies involved, to get the, the significant other to help out in the kitchen, your friends, your family. It's just weighing them out, rolling them in the powdered sugar to coat them, make them look like little snowballs, and then you're going to place them on your baking tray. This tends to go a little faster if you just do it all, roll them all out, and then roll them all in the powdered sugar, place them on the tray, and then put your chocolate chips on top, as opposed to just doing one at a time, because it gets a little tedious. Also, you want to make sure that you're keeping in mind not to overcrowd your cookies, and all the hard work that you just did rolling them into balls, that already is almost going to guarantee you a perfect circular cookie. So now you just want to make sure that they have some room to groove and enough space to spread out and reach their full potential. So the next step that I do, just to do something a little extra, I'm going to take my chocolate chips. I'm just going to put anywhere from 2 to 5, let's just say, okay? You're not trying to smush them too much. You still want to leave it with, you know, some fluffiness. You just want to make sure that when they bake, they're going to have that perfect chocolate chip cookie, you know, and you want your guests and your family to know exactly what it is that they're going to bite into. And what better way to eat something and want something than to eat it with your eyes first, right? I'm going to go ahead and get these finished, putting all of the chocolate chips, and then we're going to come back and get them finally in the oven. Before I go, I just wanted to show you guys a little comparison with not rolling them in a ball and also not rolling them in the powdered sugar. This one right here and this one right here are both 2 ounces. These are the 1.5 still. Also, these were not rolled in powdered sugar, nor did I roll them into perfect balls. I just grabbed it from the bowl, grabbed it, weighed it, and then put it on the tray. I did not roll it into balls. And you can definitely see a difference. So if you want them to look like a crinkle cookie, they may not represent the whole snow effect. However, you get your crinkle cookie with the powdered sugar. And I think 1.5 ounces is a perfect ratio of a sized cookie. So compared to, this is 1.5, this is a 2. It's slightly bigger. But also, this one is with the powdered sugar, and this one here is without. So you're still gonna get that effect. And it just, to me, makes it look just a little better, in my opinion, with all the little nooks and crannies. Okay, excuse the phone view, but I personally hate recipe videos and then they never show you actually like tasting the food, right? So here is a piece of my cookie, and look, it is so moist inside. It's seriously really perfect for the chocolate lovers. But the flavor is all there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.